horses out of South Dakota. 17 years old when I got her. It was 7 months before we really started a friendship, and now I can't keep her out of my pocket. So, I've also had a 5-year-old mare that within a week was trailer loading, following me around, everything. So, a lot of it depends on the horse. What I'm going through is more the gentling techniques. I believe there's 2 banks that you make deposits in when you train or when you work with a horse. Everybody knows about the skills and abilities. That's what you see. Every horse trainer, you see all the skills. Oh, look at this horse, the side passes. Oh, it's a 100 jumper horse. Train him to jump. Train him to, yield to the hindquarters, tilt. Train to do rollbacks. Train to do a reining stop. All these wow things, okay? Every single horse there can do the wow things. The one thing with a Mustang more so than a domestic, these horses have brains. They have hearts. And nothing against domestics. I love domestics. But these horses have got to be smarter than your average horse to survive out there in the wild.
Yes, sir.
Okay? They got street smarts, except wild smarts. So you've got to respect that. They've got spirit like you've never seen in a domestic or most domestics. So they have so much going for them, but don't insult them by treating them like they're a domestic horse, at least in the beginning. They will get to that point where they have the skills and abilities. So you have the skills and ability bank that you're depositing in, that's kind of the horizontal, but then for depth, you got the bank of trust. And so what I'm talking about here today is the bank of trust more than anything. And that takes time, but a lot of it is more of an interaction, slow dancing, I like to call it. People get so caught up in, oh, I've got to touch my horse, I've got to touch my horse, I've got to touch my horse. You know what? Let the horse touch you. Become more interesting than anything else in that horse's life, okay? But except, like where I have, when I'm working with new horses, the horses that are already gentled and are in the herd are right next door. Okay, a couple of days or so I keep enough of a distance so there's no striking or biting or anything between pens. But utilize, if you already have existing horses, that horse is going to help you in this horse transitioning into a domesticated life. So one example I like to use with these horses is, imagine you woke up in the morning. We're used to high altitude already, okay? We're at a mile high roughly. So, but imagine you woke up in Tibet. It's 15,000 feet. It's 3 miles above sea level. Nobody within 1,000 miles speaks English. You got to figure out how to survive. Okay? They came off the range. Most of us don't speak horse. It takes a little time, even the ones that do speak horse, to build that dialogue, because there's little nuances. Every horse is going to be a little bit different. But it's getting that communication and that understanding and the building trust. So it's just like you're in a foreign country. You're trying to, you don't desensitize to being 3 miles above sea level. You acclimate, okay? These horses need to acclimate more than desensitize. Desensitizing will come later. But just help them acclimate. Help them feel comfortable in their new environment. Help them feel comfortable in their skin. So, techniques for that. Another thing people get is like, my horse doesn't like apples, doesn't like carrots, bananas. Never met a Mustang that didn't like a banana. Okay? So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, that nose is so finely tuned. I don't know if Carrie's here yet. There she is. She has one of her Mustangs that's scent trained. Is she going pretty far on that?